Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this week's Sanctuary Sunday. It's I, Heather Lincolns, and I am so honored to be here with you this morning. I know that we are coming into the summer season, and this is like our busiest friggin' time of the year. So, with that being said, we're going, and we're more amped up, and our energy is spread out more now with this busier season. And so the balance may be off from that stillness, the quiet, the peace and calm. So, of course, our energy is out no matter if it's with our family, with work, with clients, with readings, with healings, with our children, with our friends, whatever. We leave the bits and pieces of our energy scattered everywhere. So this practice today is going to be about just gathering those bits and pieces of your energy and just calling it back to yourself. Really taking that time to center into and ground all of that energy and center it into our bodies. We are going to start with a beautiful visualization to get us connected and calling those pieces back to us. So we will get started in a seated position. Of course, have all of your juicy, yummy wraps on hand, your pillows, your blankets, cushions, whatever. A journal, if that is your jam. I have been writing a lot more during my own personal practice. So I have 3 notebooks here that have anyways. If you have your journal on hand, if that's your jam, and let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and sit however is comfortable for you, whether that's your legs crossed or straight out in front of you. If it feels good, you can close your eyes down or just soften the gaze. And I invite you to bring your hands to your heart center. Feeling your heartbeat here, your breath maybe expanding the chest. Just thank yourself for showing up today, whether you're here live or catching the replay in the future. You are intentionally taking time for yourself to connect into your body, to nourish your human. I thank you so much for choosing me to facilitate and hold space for you during this time. And I also thank all of the previous yogis and gurus who came before me, who came before them, to pass down this medicine to me that I am so grateful to serve to you today. Today, we are setting the intention of calling back our energy. So I invite you to take a nice slow breath here, anchoring that intention into your breath, into your body, into your heart. When you are ready, you can gently flutter the eyes open. Take a moment to reorient yourself if need be, and then come and lay on the floor in constructive rest. Just with your back to the earth, your feet planted to the earth, the knees bent to the sky. You can have a little space, of course. You're going to walk your feet maybe out a little bit wider than your hips. And then allow your knees to just gently fall in towards each other. So the inside of the knees are resting against each other. This allows the thighs to be able to soften. If you need a small pillow or a folded blanket under the head, I invite you to bring that in for your comfort, for your support. Taking a moment to just adjust yourself here. I invite you to bring the hands to your belly. And your awareness to your breath. Softening the belly here, allowing it to gently expand with your inhales and gently deflate with your exhales. Feeling yourself softening to the earth, the back of the head, the upper shoulders, yes, the upper back, your hips, allowing the thighs to soften. Feeling yourself connected and supported by the earth beneath you. Feeling your body supported and held. Let your breath soften. The belly is soft. And there is nothing for you to do right now. Maybe noticing the air against the skin, the coolness of your skin that is exposed to the air. And how does that feel compared to the skin be covered in fabric? How does the spaces of the body feel that are touching the earth compared to the places of your body that are not touching the earth? Allowing gravity to hold you in this constructive rest shape, belly soft, breathing your own natural breath. I invite you to begin to imagine your energy. Imagine that throughout the week, little threads of your energy may have been left behind in conversations and tasks unfinished, in places you've visited, even in thoughts that you've carried. And now, with gentleness and with ease, begin to call your energy back. You might imagine it like little golden threads or light, or maybe it's just a soft knowing. calling back any pieces of your energy that are ready to return to you now. There's no forcing, just an invitation. Gathering these threads, gathering these pieces, and allowing them to slowly return. Just like a soft wave moving back into your body. As they return, feel them anchoring here into your belly, into your breath, into your heart and your hips, into your feet. Let your whole body receive, calling back and grounding your energy, gathering yourself, coming home. We will continue this process of gathering our energy and grounding it into our bodies as we move through our yin shapes today. I invite you to bring the awareness to your breath, to the belly, gently expanding with your inhales and softly deflating with your exhales. Noticing the body as it's here, anchored to the earth. Whole back of the body is supported by the earth. Your feet planted to the earth. Maybe gently wiggle your toes. Maybe find some soft, gentle movements if it's maybe swaying the legs gently side to side. Or you can take a moment feeling back into your body and rolling over onto your side. Just hanging out here in a neutral space, back in the body with your gathered threads of energy. As we travel through our yin shapes today, of course, this is your practice. Honor your body. Do what feels good for you. We're not here for any pain or burning or stinging or tingling or any of that nonsense. We're here to feel sensations, but only sensations that bring us to maybe like 50%. If we're at a scale of 0 to 100% of intense sensations, we want to be about 50% since we're going to be in our shapes for a few minutes. Always use any props that you need. Stay in the shapes for as long as you want. You don't have to come out of them when I'm calling you out. You can stay for as long as you need. Or If you want to come out of it sooner, do you. Always honor your body. This is your practice. If you want to stay laying in Shavasana this whole time, and my voice is just calming and grounding for you, and your body is just needing to lay here and do nothing for however long we're in class today, I hope that you get whatever your intention is. And we're calling our energy back, right? To ourselves, to our human. So we're going to come into our first shape, which is going to be a wide-legged child's pose. So if being on your knees is not accessible for you today, is uncomfortable, if you have any knee pain, any knee injuries, or it's just not feeling good for you, you can stay on your back, and you can hug your knees to your chest. And then you can even allow gravity to kind of do the work. Your knees may come out towards the side, like towards your armpits. Okay, that is still like a wide leg child's pose. You're going to experience sensation pretty much in the same exact space of your body. It's just easier on your body. And if, again, you have pain in the knees or injury, it's easier for you and it's more accessible. So with child's pose, of course, you're going to come to sit on your heels. Your big toes can stay touching, or however that feels for you. Create some space in between your knees, and then walk the hands away from the body to allow your chest to melt towards the floor while your ass is still staying seated on your feet. If there's a little bit of space, that's fine. Whatever feels good here for you. You can, of course, bring in a pillow to rest the chest on if that feels good for you. There's going to be, of course, a deeper sensation if you are not using any props. You can stack the forearms to rest the head, or you can use a yoga block, or just allow the forehead to rest on the earth. Breathing here into the sensations that you are experiencing. That's the inside of the thighs, into the groin, maybe the shoulders, the upper back, the chest. Allowing the chest to soften, allowing the belly to soften, the hips and the thighs to relax. Noticing the sensations, maybe as time goes by, they may gently shift and change. Taking a slow breath in here, and as you exhale, I invite you to step your hands to the left, maybe a step or two, to create a nice arch in the spine towards the left. I invite you to breathe into that expansion in that right side of the body. If you are on your back, you can probably bring the arms up overhead and just create a gentle arch to the left of the body. It's almost like a half crescent moon or half banana. Just enough to allow both of the shoulders to still stay planted on the earth. Again, just a gentle expansion in that right side of the body here. Maybe you're feeling different sensations in the left shoulder, the left upper back. Breathing here as you experience these sensations in the body in this shape. As you breathe, we're softening the body and allowing gravity to hold us. Taking one last breath here, I invite you to slowly on the exhale, bringing yourself back to center. Taking a breath here. And on the next inhale, taking a step with the feet, with your hands to the right, a step or two to arch your spine to the right in the opposite direction. Breathing into that expansion in the left side of the chest. Maybe feeling different sensations in the right shoulder, the right arm. Softening yourself into this shape. Allowing the thighs to relax. Allowing the back and the chest to soften. Taking one last breath here. And as you exhale, come back to center. If you are in child's pose, I invite you to slowly bring yourself to come down onto the earth on your belly. If you've hugged the knees to your chest, just let your legs lay long. Come into this neutral position, allowing your body to be completely soft and held by the earth here, and just check in how you are feeling after coming out of this child's pose. Again, finding that neutral shape so you can soften to the earth, noticing the sensations. How does your body feel now compared to just coming out of that shape? Are the sensations lingering? Are they gently moving away? How does your body feel now compared to when we first started our practice, when we first hit play or you first got on your mat? We're going to come into Sphinx. So, of course, with this gentle back bend, you can find whatever version feels good for your body today. If you stack the forearms and rest your head, that is still a gentle back bend. You will still receive amazing benefits from it. You can bend the arms and bring those elbows closer towards your shoulders. I always love bringing in, of course, a prop to support my chest on, so I can hang out here for a few minutes. You find whatever version is for you today. We're going to allow, of course, the kneecaps to relax so our thighs can soften, so we can relax our butt cheeks, so we can really soften into this shape, so we can notice the sensations. Maybe you're feeling your hip bones, maybe grounding and anchoring into the earth. You're noticing sensations in the shoulders or in the back. Really allowing the body to soften here. Breathing into those sensations. Gathering your threads of energy. Anchoring them here into the body. Calling all pieces that have been scattered of yourself back to you. Coming back to the body, noticing the sensations after being here for some time. Or just coming back to your breath, whichever is easier for you. Taking one last breath here, and when you're ready, you can remove any props that you may have been using. And slowly bring yourself the whole way to the earth, your cheek to the mat, maybe your arms down by your side. Allow yourself to be heavy here. Just notice the sensations. as you've come out of that back bend. Noticing how the sensations begin to kind of ebb and flow and move away. Maybe your body is starting to feel a little bit more back to normal. You're feeling a little bit more anchored, noticing that energy has been returned, feeling a little bit more safe and stable. Take your time here whenever you're ready. I invite you to come onto your back. Again, we're going to come into the feet to the earth, your knees bent to the sky. Bring your right ankle to your left leg. We're going to come into reclined swan. So you can bring in whatever props that you may need. You lift that left leg. You need to rest your left foot on any pillows, blankets, blocks, whatever you may have on hand, or you can reach through, wrapping the hands around the back of the thigh, or you can even go deeper, bringing your hands to your shin. Again, we're only looking for 50%, 40-50% sensation here. So if you're noticing sensation on the outside of your thigh, into your butt cheek and the IT band and up into your back, you can stay here, you can hang out, marinate here. You can always move in to the shape a little bit deeper, maybe raising your leg or hiring your props, bringing more height to your props to bring that knee and the right leg closer to your chest. So really just find whatever version here feels good in your body. Again, we're just looking for nothing painful, no burning, no stinging. Allowing ourselves to soften into this shape so we can marinate in it for a few minutes. Allow the back to feel supported and anchored to the earth. Softening the hips. Allowing the thighs to relax. Finding wherever your hands and arms feel good. Breathing into the sensations that you may be experiencing in that right leg. Coming back to the body, noticing the sensations here. As we've been here for some time, taking a slow breath in. And I invite you to release that left foot back to the earth. Unwind that right ankle from your thigh. Extending the legs and finding stillness here. Giving yourself this moment to experience the sensations. Maybe how one side of the body feels compared to the other. Noticing how maybe the sensations just gently flow away. Your body comes back to feeling a little bit more normal. The same with your energy as you're calling in those threads, gathering those threads of energy that we have left scattered throughout the week, bringing them back in and anchoring them into the body, feeling more at home and whole. Big full body stretch here just feels really good for me. Try it for yourself. Whenever you're ready, we're going to set ourselves up for a reclined swan on the opposite side. So both of the feet to the earth, your knees to the sky. Bring that left ankle to that right thigh. And again, you're going to raise that right foot, bringing that knee and that left leg closer to your chest. Of course, you could stack your props. If you have a wall close by, you can even rest your right foot on the wall. I guess I could have told you that with the left as well, but yes, you can do that as well here on the wall. Anyways, whatever props that you need here, you may notice that one side of your body maybe a little bit more tight, not as open as the other side. My left side is definitely a little bit off, more off than my right. But find your version where you're feeling those sensations again, only like 50%. And allow yourself to soften here. Softening the shoulders and the spine to the earth. Softening your hips, your thighs. Breathing into the sensations that you may be experiencing now on that left thigh, that left hip, butt cheek area, maybe into the low back. Allowing gravity to hold you here. Coming back to the body if the mind has wandered. Noticing how you feel again after being here for some time. Breathing into the sensations. When you are ready, you can slowly bring that right foot back to the earth, unwind that left leg. And again, extending the legs, coming back to this maybe neutral shape. Oh, taking a moment to really just let the body be, integrate. Really experiencing the sensations in your body right now after coming out of your swan on the opposite side. How do the sensations feel now after being out of your shape for some time? Is your body feeling maybe a little bit more whole as we've been calling our energy back? I invite you to maybe hug the knees to the chest. Maybe gently rock side to side, being slow and intentional with your movements here. Gently massaging maybe your spine, your back. Maybe find knee circles, rotating your knees in one direction. Again, slow and intentional. Maybe feeling how the hip bones and the sacrum and the lower spine, the tailbone feels. Go the opposite direction. We're going to come into a spinal twist. So allow your knees to fall off to one side. Of course, bring in whatever props you need to support your knees or to support that right shoulder that may be, or your shoulder that may be hovering above the ground. Allow yourself to fully soften here into this yummy twist. Breathing into the sensations and bringing into the knowing that you have been, all of the energy has been returned. Anchoring it in here in this twist. Softening the shoulders, Softening the ribs and the spine, softening the hips. Relax the legs, the thighs, the feet. As I am settling here into this spinal twist, I have noticed some places throughout my week where I have left pieces of my energy behind. And these places, these spaces, these things really don't require my energy. And so calling them back now leaves me with the energy that I can put forth into where it actually deserves to be. I hope that throughout this practice, you have maybe found some of those for yourself. Anchoring all of this energy that you have called back to you to have fully stepped into your power for this next week ahead. How does the body feel after being in your spinal twist? How does it feel being whole? Taking one last breath here, I invite you to maybe bring the knees back to the chest, rolling back onto your back. Maybe hanging out here. Just noticing how one side of the body feels compared to the other. And when you are ready, you can set yourself up for your spinal twist on the opposite side. Of course, bring in whatever props that you need to support your knees or your shoulder on the opposite side of the body. Softening the shoulders to the earth. Relaxing the spine and the ribs. Allow the hips to be heavy. Your thighs and knees and calves to fully relax. Breathing into the sensations of your spinal twist here. Coming back to the body if the mind has wandered. Noticing how your body feels after being in your spinal twist for some time. Maybe softening and surrendering just a little bit more. When you are ready, you can take one last slow breath here into your spinal twist. And then gently bring yourself out of it. We are going to come into our final resting shape. So I invite you to get yourself set up for whatever comfort you need, whether that is pillows for your head, under the knees, or blankets. If classic Shavasana is your jam, if laying on your side is for you, or maybe it's a belly Shavasana today, I invite you to explore in what feels good for you as we settle into this final shape, to really allow the full integration of this practice of calling our energy back has been scattered. Softening the head to the earth, softening the forehead, the space around the eyes, down into the cheeks, the jaw, maybe removing the tongue from the roof of the mouth, settling in, softening the neck, the shoulders down into the arms, maybe wiggling your fingers to find stillness here. Softening the ribs in your chest, your spine to the earth, your hips. Allow the thighs to relax and your knees to soften all the way down into your toes. Maybe wiggling them here to find stillness. Allowing your entire body to be heavy, to be fully held here by the earth. And gravity holds you, anchoring in all of the energy you've called back. Gently wiggle the fingers and the toes. Gently making your movements just a little bit bigger. Coming back into the room that you're in. Gently reawakening the body. You're more than welcome to, of course, stay in your final resting shape for as long as you need. Or you can roll over onto your side. If you are not there already, take a few moments here to just check in with yourself. Check in with the body. How are you feeling now that you are whole with all of your energy back home? When you're ready, you can push the floor away. Come back up to a seated position. Or if you are still in your final resting shape, I invite you to bring your hands to heart center. Again, thank yourself for showing up today, for taking the time to gather all of your scattered pieces of energy, anchoring them into the body. I thank you for being here with me today. And until next time, namaste. I love you all so much. Bye. Bye. Have a beautiful rest of your day and the beautiful rest of your week. Please let me know in the comments how this was for you. I love you.